everybody, happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's week is off to a great start. So today we're going to do an edition of Coach's Corner. Welcome. I'm Coach Coral with Team Bayou Athletics, and thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to take a look at, and this is something that we really resonate a lot when we talk to our team, but wanted to dissect a little bit about what we feel and just what we've seen through our team makes a badass athlete. And for those of you who may not know, BABE is a really close acronym to our hearts, stands for Be a Badass Every Day. And it's a mantra that as athletes, as humans, as strong women, we strive to live by every day and take that Be a Badass Everyday mentality into everything that we encounter on the day-to-day, whether that's life, training, work, family stuff, personal stuff. It's just, there's a lot of really cool things that come along with being a badass and some really positive qualities. Before we dive into our top 5 qualities of a badass athlete, I wanted to give a very loud shout out to 3 of our athletes, that completed and competed in the Wilmington 70.3 Ironman 70.3 this past weekend in North Carolina. For those of y'all who may not be located in the Southeast, there was actually a tropical storm headed that way, right up towards Wilmington on race day. So the event went off without a hitch, so far as I know. But all 3 of our athletes, Andrea Brusuelas, who actually designed our team logo and our kits, had an amazing race. Lindsay did her very first 70.3. So Lindsay, congratulations. You are officially a half Ironman. You're only half crazy. And then also one of our local athletes from Clearwater, Patricia, did her second Ironman, or second half Ironman of the year, and totally rocked it. So congrats. I hope all 3 of you are enjoying a well-deserved recovery week and just having a really great celebration after the amazing effort. So congratulations again. We are so incredibly proud of you guys. All right, so, and actually while I'm commenting, or while I'm going through our top 5 badass athlete traits, I would also love to hear, what do you guys think makes a badass athlete? What's the anatomy, so to speak, of a badass athlete? And Carlos, Sienna, thanks so much for hopping in with me today. So, and these are in no particular order, just kind of what we've come up with that we've seen in our team and we think is valuable. So a badass athlete is brave. We do a lot of things in triathlon and endurance sports that are incredibly challenging. They're scary, they're downright intimidating at times, but to be able to move forward with these massive goals, and it doesn't matter, relatively speaking, whether someone else thinks that it's a massive goal. It's personally, if it's a massive goal or even a day-to-day training challenge that we overcome and face with bravery, that is something that's really amazing about being a badass, is that we can take this bravery with us and carry it forward into our training, our racing, and our daily lives. So it's kind of cool, actually, that doing endurance sports like triathlon, like running, like swimming, gives us the opportunity to be brave on a daily basis. So also, and all of these kind of tie in together, that kind of creates the fabric of what is badassery. So the second one is that a badass athlete gets outside her comfort zone. And again, whether this is doing your longest ride ever, or taking your first step into an underwater tournament, or perhaps doing some faster intervals than you've ever thought possible in training, or accomplishing a really big race. All of these things bring you outside of your comfort zone and allow you to grow and encourage you to take a next step towards becoming a stronger, more incredible version of yourself, or a more badass version of yourself. So number 2, a badass athlete gets outside of her comfort zone. Number 3, and this is something that we really love as an aspect of our team and of our community and of all of our friends who join us, is that a badass athlete and a BABE lifts others up. Whether that's simply by just being an awesome human. If it's verbal encouragement, somebody's having a hard day or a tough time, or perhaps needs some help learning how to change a flat tire, or is kind of getting down on their performance in a training or a racing situation. A badass athlete is always going to lift others up with her versus playing the comparison game, because that never does anybody good, right? So lifting others up so that we all grow together and have a really great experience, both in training, racing, and in life. All right, number 4. As a badass athlete, you're always learning. And whether this is learning about yourself or about the sport or about any aspect, and even after years and years in this sport and endurance sports as a whole, there's always so much that you can learn. So having that humility to always acknowledge that you always have something new to learn. One, it keeps you humble, but it also keeps you sharp. And by helping, this also kind of goes along with the fact that if you help teach someone else, you're learning yourself and kind of mastering those skill sets along the way. So again, right, all of these kind of play together to solidify what is a badass athlete. And then to round it out, our top 5 is that a badass athlete is positive and adaptable. And especially when you get into endurance sports, for some reason, things don't always go the way we intend. Sometimes we have magical moments where all of the stars align and we have perfect race conditions and nothing malfunctions with our bike and things are just magical, miracle, and that's never happened for me. That's okay. But to be able to, in the face of adversity, whether that is your first flat tire and you're getting it on race day, or your goggles come off in an open water training swim, or just, you're maybe not waking up in the best mood, but you're still going to give all the best effort that you can possibly bring to the day, whatever the day brings your way as well. Just showing up and being positive and rolling with the punches and being a flexible and adaptable person really can enhance what you get out of every experience that might come your way. So hopefully, I'm interested to know, do you agree with these characteristics of a badass athlete? Would you add something? Would you take something out of the top 5 and replace it with something that you hold more dear to your anatomy or identity as a badass athlete? So if you are looking for a badass family of really strong, powerful, fierce, incredibly positive women, we do encourage you and totally invite you warmly and with open arms to join our badass fam, as we like to call it, our babe team. If you know a babe who needs a babe fam, we're also open to that. So I hope everybody's having a great week. Hopefully this is a little bit fun, a little bit different, but we like to keep it lighthearted around here and always positive. So take it easy, have a good one, stay safe, and always don't forget to be a badass every day.